the entire, let's see, Chrome tab.
We live? I think we're live.
Live, buddy. We are live.
So all right, what is up, Lightning Picks fans? Welcome back to another Friday night happy hour. Who's going to kick it off with NASCAR? So
yeah, we're going to let everyone get in here, though.
Yeah, we're gonna let them filter in.
True.
I need to know what was that odds boost on? Was it on the You said the Pelicans to beat who? The Jazz?
Yeah, I believe that game's the 30th. Let me check back in FanDuel.
Is that going to be
the Zion? What's the Zion situation?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked that up. I just saw this boost. Literally, I was looking at the UFC odds boosts and then just scrolled down. But let me see NBA odds boost. So Pelicans to beat the Jazz on the 30th, and 221 plus points to be scored. So that means if it's 221, it still hits. There's no 0.5 or anything. So Pelicans to beat the Jazz in over 221.
So wait, what is that going to be their first game back, or are they going to have a couple games to warm up before that, or what?
That is a great question. Let me see if I can find the schedule real quick. Like I said, I just saw this scrolling down from looking at the UFC odds.
Dude, I would imagine they have some scrimmage games or something like that.
They have three scrimmages.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I just didn't know if this was going to be like their first actual game. You know what I mean, or if it was on the second or third whatever game on the schedule. You know what I mean?
The 24th, I believe. I'm sorry, I'm eating.
So
the 24th is the scrimmages, the first scrimmages, I believe. 24th or 25th, something like that.
I mean, while you guys are talking about NBA, I'm watching this video, and these are just some web gems right here.
Nice.
Oh, what is? I'm missing it.
Yeah, bro. They said that's what's playing on the stream. I just took 2019 web gems, man.
The Braves, the Braves outfield is gonna be such a shit show.
Dude, I think that I don't really trust the bringing in who they bring in, Puig, right?
Puig, yeah. I'm saying if Acuna's not a very good outfielder, Puig's not a very good outfielder. Like
it's not even about that. It's like what you saw in Acuna last year is the same thing you saw in Cespedes. It's the same thing you saw in Puig. The most talent you've ever seen in a person since like Griffey, and just zero work ethic and discipline.
Yeah.
Those guys could be Hall of Famers, man, with how much talent they have, raw ability. When you see Cespedes throwing a ball, like, because I've been to many like Mets games and I've gotten there early and you watch him warm up. When you see him throw a ball, he throws it underhand in from the outfield, and it's a rope. You're not on video, bud.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure that works and looks good.
Yeah, dude, but honestly, what is this fucking commercial? Oh, we got to upgrade this account. That's it. After this shit.
Oh, is that what that is?
And there's still no one in here, though.
Yeah, we got time. We can bullshit. I'm gonna tweet the link out in just a minute.
I'll hit Instagram with it. We're gonna do this.
We
need to get a video, little pre-video.
Yeah.
Still right
like
here.
A countdown timer or something.
But like, also, like, I feel bad because I put out that Trout to win the home run race, and I feel like he's gonna bow out after. Can we get him in? No. Let's. I feel like he's gonna bow out after he has his kid, because that's coming in a couple of months.
Why?
Yeah,
why would he do that? I mean, why? I don't know. Why do you think that though?
Because he's having a baby and he's like such a good guy. But I don't know, man. This may be his best shot at the playoffs. He finally has hitters around him. Ohtani's going to pitch every Sunday. Like, that's his rotation. Ohtani pitches.
Who else do they have pitching for him, though, bro?
They have a decent squad, man. The thing is, they've never had offense other than Trout. And you can just pitch around him. And now you've got a pretty stacked lineup. Ohtani's going to.
They've always been good on paper.
Yeah.
like on paper. I mean, they had Hamilton and Pujols and all those guys, and they just never did it. You know?
The only other hitter that they would have was Pujols. And was he really good at that point in his career? You know what I mean? Like he was still hitting bombs.
I made
I don't know.
I made a home run bet way back in March on Arenado and on Olsen. I don't think they even. I think those both got refunded though. I never even checked.
Yeah, probably.
But those are my
big
two guys.
three
Like,
are guys. Keep going. Those are your two guys. My
those are my
guys.
two. Those are my two, just because I think they have a shot. I like their price. That's all. I don't think they'll actually do it though.
My three were the favorites, but they're all plus 1,000 or better. But it's simply because those three guys started off blistering pace last year, and now with this season being played over the summer months, we're gonna have humidity, man. Like home runs fly in the summer. They die in the beginning of the season and the end of the season. In the middle of that thing, they're flying. Guys are gonna step out to record pace.
What about this kid for Atlanta?
What parks are they playing at too? I just did a brush up like.
They're playing at home parks. They're playing at home parks.
They're playing at all the parks.
Yep. Traveling and playing at all the parks. I think it's so risky.
What about the Blue Jays?
As far as I know, they're playing in all parks.
Okay.
They're still playing in the East. I mean, the East now adopted the Pirates. So we get the Pirates there too. Like it's a pretty cool 10 team division.
Yeah.
The East adopted it. Man, I haven't kept up with anything, honestly. I don't know shit about baseball right now.
Yeah, so it's 3 divisions, and it's basically
I did a cram last night, literally.
That's what I need to do.
And
the blue, there's my boys. Love those jerseys. I love that play.
Oh, I need to tweet this link out, huh?
Yeah, we dropped it in the general chat on the Discord.
Yep.
I just sent Twist. Are you there?
He's in here,
right,
but we can't hear him. He's in here.
Okay. I just sent Twist and Ben the UFC odds boost that FanDuel has for this weekend. So maybe they'll have a pick for one of those, or which one of those is the best.
Okay.
So, because they've got 3 different boosts.
Plus get him
25 plus 25 and plus 50. So yeah, there's a couple decent UFC odds boosts I just sent over.
Okay. Yes. All right, Twist, what's up? You've been sitting in the green room. Just want to say.
Yeah, I've just been listening to you guys because I don't follow baseball that much. I mean, I'm a Pittsburgh guy, so I'm a Pirates fan, so I don't really have any fucking reason to follow baseball.
And straight.
Yeah, Thatcher, I saw those odds boosts you threw out in the MMA Talk channel. I responded to you. I think in my opinion, the best one is the. Let me go back and look at it. Is the one in the middle, the Hermanson versus Gastelum to end by knockout TKO. Out of those 3, I think that one's my favorite. The reason being is because between both of those guys, they have 17 knockouts between them. I mean, there's a solid chance of that happening. Yeah. The last one, man, you guys know I just hate 3-leg parlays. I also haven't dug into it.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, I also haven't dug into
anything. Yeah.
Right, man. Anything can happen. I've said this 100
wrong
times on these fight
punch,
nights.
one slipped foot. Yeah. Catch someone. Anything can.
Also, with this tight turnaround, I haven't had a whole lot of time to look at these fights. I just started after I got off work today at 6 p.m. and I haven't looked at. Those are 3 that I haven't really hit up yet. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll look and be like, you know what, plus 300, that might be worth putting a unit on. I don't know. I'll let you know that. Tomorrow.
I mean, we hit a 2-legger in UFC on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, we hit me and Ben both.
That was nice.
Yeah, we threw out 2. We hit one of them. That one hit easy too.
That was a nice little payout too. The odds on that were pretty good.
Yeah, minus. I think I got it at minus 159 on my book. My book
I think I was
usually-
somewhere. I think I was somewhere close to that as well.
Yeah, I honestly like going into that fight night. I thought Ben's had a better shot. I thought that other one had a better shot at hitting. Like that fucking fight. God damn it! I'm still pissed. That was our max play too. I'm still pissed off at that.
We still made a solid amount of units Wednesday night, even with the max play missing.
And
yeah,
I mean,
those always just hurt. Those always just hurt to miss.
Yeah.
Switch this up.
Especially if you have it tied into a parlay. That fucking Alisson and Lozez. I couldn't remember who the fucking was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that one had, like, once the first leg of it hit, I was like, this second leg that's going to hit in like the first 30 seconds. And then it just fucking didn't.
Yeah.
As far as that first odds boost, I don't really like that one just because this fight is a rematch for them. And their first fight, that's exactly how the first fight ended, was Figueiredo by knockout TKO. I don't see Benavidez coming in here anything less than being like more prepared and just expecting that and not wanting two fights to end the same way. Yeah, that's why I don't like that one.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, like I said, that middle one, Hermanson versus Gastelum to end by knockout TKO. That's my favorite one out of those three. I mean, if I could plus 190, I mean, I'd take that. I'd put at least a unit on it. Hell, I might put 2 on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I might sprinkle a little half unit, little unit on there.
Checking my boy right here. Just hitting bombs last year. Bring out the apple. That's what I scream at games when it's late. It's late in the game and I'm drunk. Start screaming, drink out the apple.
What's the apple?
The home run apple, man. When the
I got you. Yeah,
net hits a home run, the big apple comes out.
Yeah.
Start screaming that. Hammered 8th inning, down by 4.
Man, I'm sorry to say it, Don, but the Mets are just it's a shit show, man. Every year we're talking about them like at the beginning of the season, man, this is going to be the year. This is going to be the year. And I used to be a big Mets fan actually. But man, I don't know. I feel bad for you, honestly. It's kind of like being
big thing is
a Jets fan
right now is that Jets fans worse. Jets fans worse, bro. Being a Mets fan right now isn't that bad because we're starting to sell off parts of the team. Like the team will not be owned by the Wilpons majority for a long, you know what I mean?
That's the good news, yeah.
Yeah, and they have really ran that team into the ground, and we've had pieces, and you know we gave up some trades last year. They made the push, you know, getting Sugar Diaz and Cano down the stretch. They're making the push to try and make the team better, but they gave up Kellenic. You see what that kid's doing right now, man. He's going to come up in a year or two and hit 40 or 50 home runs his first year up.
Yeah,
it's a monster.
Do you go to a lot of Mets games?
Not really. I get to a couple of every year.
I probably go to like 5 or 6 Pirates games a year, but that's just because you can legit get into a Pirates game for like $8 or $9.
Yeah. Mets you can get into cheap, but I like to sit on the rail, so I'll spend a couple of bucks for my tickets. A couple of bucks, it's like $30 or $40. I'll make sure to see like every pitcher throughout the
Baseball's
season.
fucking expensive, man.
Dude, I'm not a big drinker, so it's not that bad for me.
Yeah. That's the real thing. I mean, we go to a few games a year. We get my mom owns a company, and she gets tickets from one of her vendors, so we go to a few games a year. But it is if you're drinking, man, it's fucking or if you're eating either.
Yeah, I love to eat. That's what I think. I'll spend the money on food, bro. And where Shea Stadium is, I still call it Shea. Citi Field is it's in Flushing, Queens. And Flushing, Queens
Isn't that where The Nanny is? That old show, The Nanny?
That's from Queens, yep.
Yeah. I think Flushing, like specifically. I think it says that in the
King of Queens, obviously, is right there. But that's where all the Asian food is, and predominantly like Korean, Chinese area. It is wild over there, and the food, especially Korean barbecue, is just insane. So we'll always go out to eat before. It's amazing, and then you got to eat at the stadium.
Oh, Sporting Kansas City with Colorado Rapids with a red card.
1-1.
Might 1-1. Might take it. See what the odds are.
I need that team.
We might have to throw a little live bet there. Minus 110 with 30 minutes left. I might sprinkle
that Australian soccer play.
Oh yeah,
oh, that's gonna be money. Huh?
Legit, we love fading Central Coast.
We made a lot of money earlier in the year fading them.
Yeah, every single game.
That was
literally, it was awesome.
Yeah. Wow, what a jack! I can't wait for baseball, man. And I can't wait to just be super selective and play like 2 to 3 KBO games a week.
Dude, Kansas City red card is even money right now. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say sprinkle like a half a unit on that.
The red card?
Yeah. No, Kansas City, they're playing against Colorado Rapids, who has a red card. So red card happened at 61. They scored at 65. Still got probably 30 minutes left if you include stoppage time. I think that's a good play. Even money.
Shit, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
Okay, are you guys ready to
Yeah, fuck it. You want to just start this up?
Yeah, let's
Thatch, real quick.
Yeah.
Thatch, real quick. What was that odds boost from? What sportsbook?
FanDuel. That's all three of those are from FanDuel. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna throw that in my notes. I'm actually gonna add it to our UFC segment.
Oh, nice.
Because I think that's worth a unit.
Cool.
Bro,
cool.
How did they not verify you? I just sent him a bill, like a fucking water bill.
I don't even remember. I think I sent a picture of my driver's license.
Picture of my driver's license. Picture of a water bill.
Yeah, I think it was something like that for me too. Driver's license and something else.
Bank statement, I think. Was
that
another one.
Yeah, that might have been it. Or like a picture of a credit card or a student
Houston
ID.
Dash.
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
13 minutes, boys. Houston Dash.
Oh, okay. Who are they playing?
They're playing Utah. Let's check this out. Before we go live, let's bullshit another 2 minutes. We'll start this up.
Okay.
3 minutes.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. I'm good with that.
Yeah. If anybody, I don't know how many people are watching right now. I forgot to open the YouTube link. Zero. What is going on?
Oh, it's a Friday night, you know?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
True. I'm about to ping the Discord.
I did, everybody.
Oh yeah, you already did. Shit.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, they're losing out.
Do it
on money.
again.
Yeah, no, they'll get to it when they get to it, man.
Oh no, there's five people. There's 5 people watching. So for you 5 people watching, since you guys are awesome,
let's start this up.
Since you guys are awesome, first 5. Now it's down to 3. What the hell? Who left? Now it's back up to 4. We have so many fans. No, but for you guys, I think we all just sprinkled a unit on Kansas City over Colorado in the MLS. They're playing against a red card, and actually something might be about to happen because it's locked up.
It's dropping on me. It's dropping on me hard. Yeah, locked.
It's locked. I'm locked. It looks like Kansas City might actually be about to score.
It's a corner.
Let's fucking go, man. I got in. That was a good goal.
It'll lock on fucking corners.
Oh, there's a penalty under review.
Is there?
According to, I don't have the stream or anything. I'm just watching.
I got the stream. Looks like a handball.
Wow.
Let me see. Hold on.
That's a dangerous spot for a free kick too.
It looks like a handball. I don't know if they're. I don't know. It's.
Well, if it opens up, we'll take that.
Yeah. We're going to sprinkle a unit on Kansas City live over Colorado in the MLS for all you guys who are watching live right now.
They're going to
get
all 3 of you.
They've got like 20 something. They've got plenty of time, man. 25 minutes probably. They're going to get one.
Let's get some NASCAR, man.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Let's get into that NASCAR.
And as we speak, I'm actually uploading our my weekly bullshit video to YouTube. So this just to recap real quick, the All-Star race. It was kind of I told you guys I was going to go lightly, and I did. But we were all over Kyle Busch, and he managed to. Yeah, thank you. He managed to finish second. He couldn't pull it off, man. He finished second place, kind of shit on us, but you know, it is what it is. All-Star race is just like any other All-Star game, so you know, you gotta play those lightly. But anyway, looking forward to Texas. Man, listen, Kevin Harvick. This is all you need to know for Texas. Kevin Harvick is the most dominant fucking racer at Texas that there has ever been. He's fucking unbelievable. This dude. I was giving Chase the stats earlier when we were talking. I want to go over. Yeah, there is a PK, guys. In the it looks like they gave him the PK. So it looks like Sporting Kansas
let's go.
Probably going to go up by one. Real quick though, in Kevin Harvick's last 11 races here at Texas, these are his finishes: second, third, 10th, which was his worst one, 6th, 4th, 1st, 2nd, 1st, 8th, and 1st. This dude's a fucking monster here, dude. I'm telling you. I'll bet the dude to win. It's plus 275 right now. I don't. It's worth it, man. I would put probably at least a unit, if not 2 units, on him to win.
We got a goal.
Yeah, we got a goal, guys.
Let's go.
That was a good call on that bet too. So I'm looking at Kevin Harvick to win. I don't know what his odds are to finish top 3 or top 5. They're not going to be great, man. They're going to be negative odds. It's going to be probably minus 150, 175, maybe even minus 200 to finish top 5. He'll probably be minus 130, something like that to finish top 3. I feel really good about it, man. What I feel better about though is the head-to-heads. I would definitely look at taking Harvick head-to-head over guys like Hamlin, over guys. You're going to get good odds with Hamlin. You're going to get good odds with Keselowski. The only guy I wouldn't fade versus Harvick is Logano, because Logano is really good here too. 6 of his last 7s have been top 10 finishes, and 4 of those have been top 5 finishes. So Logano, he likes this track as well. But yeah, that's all you need to know. Harvick over everybody, basically. Find the best odds and take him. And if you have a book that'll let you parlay that shit, man. And y'all know me, I don't like parlays, but I feel so good about that. I'm not going to call it a lock because I don't say that word, but it's definitely a good bet. We're going to also be looking at, like I said, Logano. He runs really well here. I think he finishes 2nd, 3rd, something like that. Another guy I like is a guy I've been kind of giving y'all all year is Kurt Busch. He's got 6 top 10s in a row here. I mean, so when I make these picks, man, I look for consistency. You know, a big part of the stats and shit that I go over is last 3 and last 5s. Those are important to me, and they both, all these guys I'm giving y'all have been really consistent here. Kyle Busch, he's got 3 wins here. I said it in my video, and I'll say it again. I'm not going to bet him. I'm not going to bet him again until he wins this season. He's got to prove something to me. He just hasn't. I've been betting him every goddamn race to win, and he hasn't won yet. And so I'm done with it. The guys we are looking at, if you want a long shot, check out Eric Jones, man. He's 28-1 to win it, I think. And another long shot, like I said, Kurt Busch. He runs really well here. He's 26-1. So those are the 2 guys that, if you want a long shot, you can also take a look at Kenseth. His odds will probably be 50-1. I don't have a lot of faith in him, but he has shown us that he can still race, and he's finished 2nd at Pocono, and we all had him to win. We were all rooting for him, but it just didn't happen. Our fades for this week are going to be, like I said, Brad Keselowski. He does not run well here. I'll be looking to fade him in head-to-head, specifically against Harvick, specifically against Logano, even against guys like Kurt Busch. if I can get it, and you'll find good odds like that. My next fade is going to be Alex Bowman. Y'all know I've been fading this dude all year, and I'm going to keep fading him. I don't think I've missed fading Alex Bowman yet, except in the All-Star race, which isn't really a real fucking race anyway. But besides that, we haven't missed fading Bowman. So guys, always look at those matchups that you have against Bowman. And if you have somebody like Harvick or Logano or Kyle Busch or Hamlin, Keselowski, any of those guys, you can Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, you can take just about any of those guys against Bowman. So those are my fades for this week. Brad Keselowski, Alex Bowman, and I'll also be fading Denny Hamlin this week, which is probably a no-no because the dude is just so dominant this season. But at Texas, man, he's been really hit or miss. He's either going to finish top 3 or top 5, or he's going to finish 36th. And lately, he hadn't been finishing very well here at all. Lately, in fact, let me pull up his stats real quick. Lately, Hamlin last year he finished 28th here, running, no accidents. The year before, he won the goddamn race. So it's like I'm telling you, the year before that, 30th place, 34th place the year before that. So it's either he's gonna win it or he's gonna finish, worse than 25th. So I'll probably stay away from him for the most part. But if you have a good head-to-head that you can fade him in like Harvick, I would take that. So that's going to be it for NASCAR, guys. I don't want to bore y'all. I know this shit. A lot of y'all don't like racing. I know a lot of y'all like winning money on the fucking races, which I'm just trying to give you the winners, and I understand that. I made a video this week. It's 6 minutes long. Everybody can spare 6 minutes to check it out. I'm uploading it now. It'll be up on the Lightning Picks page and my personal page as well in the next hour or so, and I'll send out the link to it. But that's going to do it for NASCAR this week. Oh, also, real quick, we've got 2 races tomorrow, Xfinity Series and the Camping World Truck Series. And I haven't run over all the numbers for those yet. You guys hit me up in the server. If you want some picks, I'll give them out. But Kyle Busch is running both of these races, and he's like a minus 150 to win in each one. And he probably will win. He'll probably win both those fucking races. If there was a bet that you could make for him, if you could parlay that for him to win both of them, I would do it. Because the dude is he's when it comes to these the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series, he's completely dominant. It's like a fucking grown man beating up little kids and shit. It's basically what it is. So that's gonna do it for me. I'll also be looking at Noah Gragson. You guys know I like him. He's a good-looking young man, and he's a good little racer, and I like him a lot. And so I'll be looking at his head-to-heads this week. But with that being said, I'll get off this NASCAR bullshit, guys, and I'll let y'all carry on. Patch, do you have anything? Is there F1?
We got the Hungarian GP.
Hold on, Thatch.
No, it's all good.
Let me jump in here real quick. So we got a game start in 2 minutes from now. Utah versus our
Here you go, guys.
Houston Dash.
Houston Dash.
2.5 is the over, minus 140. Pretty high total for high juice on that for the women's league. But they played a couple weeks ago, 3-3. And they didn't score until 35th minute. So we're going to dive back into all of our picks for the weekend and cue that game up for probably 20 minutes from now, 15 minutes from now. Pull that trigger. Catch some plus odds.
We got a second red card for Colorado as well.
Yeah.
Over 3.5 goals is at minus 125 for me right now. I'm going to sprinkle half unit on it with only 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I'll grab it at plus odds. It'll move in the next minute.
Yeah.
Plus
odds.
I'm trying to watch this game and listen. They're still pressing, man. They're going for another.
They're playing against 2-man down, so that's not a bad bet. Just sprinkle a little bit, not a ton. Only 10 minutes left.
It's a tournament game, right? It's still the
MLS is back tournament. Super creative name.
This was the championship last year, wasn't it? In MLS, I believe. It was Colorado and Sporting KC for the championship. So this is like a rematch of that game. I'm sure they want to fucking bury them, man.
Yeah. And they're playing against 2-man down, so it's not a bad sprinkle at plus odds. Yeah, it just dropped to minus 110 for me. So
That's
Another
jumping
minute.
at F1. What you
I'm
got?
jumping in.
Yeah, F1. I just got one pick for now. It's going to be a rainy weekend by the looks of it. So the only thing, I hate making bets before qualifying, but Carlos Sainz is, like Poop was just saying, consistency is key in racing. Carlos Sainz finished in the points the last 4 years in a row at this track, finished 5th place last year at this track. So Carlos Sainz to finish in the points is minus 380. Not great odds, but better than nothing. I might do a standalone video tomorrow after qualifying. Just we can see how things shake out a little better, maybe find some more value. But Carlos Sainz in the points, minus 380. Carlos Sainz top 6, minus 160. Both of those, you can sprinkle a little bit on there. And that's what I got for F1. But like I said, I might do a standalone. Oh, KC almost just scored. Shot inside the box. Goalie saved it. Damn.
Let me
But,
jump in real quick, Thatch. Is this like when you get a minus 380 like that and you feel really good about it? Is that something you just take and throw on like maybe a 2-leg money line parlay or some shit like that?
Yeah, you can. Carlos Sainz in the points, minus 380. Anybody with, you can parlay that with anybody, any of the older guys with experience. Running in the wet is super hard to do with these cars. You could see it in free practice today. They were losing the back ends like nobody's business, having trouble heating up the tires front and rear. So it's going to be a tricky race. We're probably going to see a lot of cars retire. That may actually not be a bad bet. I'm going to look and see, over under cars to retire as well. I'll take a look at that, and I'll probably do a video for F1 tomorrow after qualifying, and we can get some better picks in there.
Sweet, man. Let's get into some soccer.
Soccer time.
Since we're talking soccer, what do you got for us, Thatch?
All right, soccer. I'm about to jinx myself, but my picks on this show, 14 for 17 in soccer, 82%. You guys are just making money on these picks. Now that I've said that, it's probably the weekend to fade me, but I'm still going to give you some that I like anyway. So we've got our Estonian workhorse tomorrow, Flora, over 2.5, minus 160. They've just been banging out over 2.5s for us. And like I said, I think I've said it like 3 times in a row now, we're going to ride Flora until the wheels fall off. So that's absolutely a take. I'm putting that in tonight because I think it's an earlier game tomorrow. And then same league, Estonia, we got Tulavec over 2.5 at minus 175. I like that one as well. We're going all Estonia tomorrow for my Saturday picks. And then on Sunday, we've got Trabzon sponsor, Trab. That is over 2.5 at minus 180. And then we've got Viborg. I'm sorry. I know I always butcher these foreign country team names. That is, let's see where I wrote that down. Over 2.5, minus 160. That is in Denmark. So those are my picks for the weekend. If I had to pick one absolute favorite, like I said, Flora. They're our Estonian workhorse, and we're riding until the wheels fall off.
I like it.
Oh, no. Colorado just tied it up.
Oh, how the fuck? Down 2. Down
at
to
least
10
you hit
men.
the over 3.5. Oh, nope.
Yeah.
They might have. No, shit, they did.
That's fine with me. We'll get another one.
Come on, VAR.
Wow.
Go in our favor for once. I don't think that's VAR. I think they were.
Yeah, so why don't you run us through what Zeus has?
All right, Zeus.
These are all tomorrow, by the way.
Yes. So let's see. We got Brentford money line. That is. Let's see. Damn, how does Colorado score with 2 red cards? That's frustrating as shit. God damn it. Let me see. Brentford money line. That's England, right?
Yes. Championship, is it?
Championship. Yeah, that's the English Championship. And then he's got Milan money line. That's in Italy. And we've got Bodo Glint -1. That is, we bet on them. That was one of my actual losses. They let us down. We played them I believe the stream pick was over 3.5, and they should have had 3 goals by themselves in the first half, and the game ended 2-1. But he's got Bodo Glimt -1. That league is, don't know it off the
Norway?
top of my head. I want to say
Norway.
yes, Norway. Norwegian football club from the town of Bodo.
Yes.
Bodo, however you pronounce it in Norwegian. And then we've got 2 smaller plays from Zeus, Fulham money line and Burnley money line. Those are both English Championship, right? Yep, those are both English Championship. Actually, no, those.
We're coming down to the end of these seasons here.
We are indeed.
Right? La Liga is the last game of the season. Is this weekend. So, I don't know. There's going to be some letdowns some places.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely going to be treading lightly, and he definitely mentioned that as well. So I think we all have the same sentiment there, that we got to watch where we place in European soccer. Make sure these are meaningful games. Make sure these teams have something to play for.
Exactly, something to play for, because you don't want to. That would be just awful.
You don't want to watch Liverpool go
just
lose.
Give it away.
Yeah. So that's that. Let's get Chase in here to give what he's got going on. So what's going on, Chase?
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm just going with the normal, my same same pick I've been riding with is Sassuolo. Both teams to score and over 2.5. I think that was, last time I looked, it was like minus. It's juiced hard now, but it's almost like death and taxes at this point. There's 7 of 7 or 8 of 8 since the restart on hitting that. I believe it was minus 200 last time I looked, or minus 190. I mean, it's a little pricey.
3.5. Would you split?
Yeah, man. Milan's gonna push. I actually just put in the chat right here, or the host chat or whatever. Sassuolo and Milan, both teams to score first half, is plus 230, and Sassuolo scored their first goal 8 minutes in, 9 minutes in, 12 minutes in. They scored in the first half almost every game, and their defense isn't great. Milan should get one in as well before the 45 minutes is up, I think. This is actually a nice match for the Europa League as well. Sassuolo needs a win here. Milan needs to get at least a point here, so preferably 3 points. So I think that they're both going to be attacking. It's probably Zlatan's, last season this year too. I would have to guess. So he's going to be attacking. He's going to want to get a couple goals before he goes out.
Dude, he's been looking to set someone up. They've been having a lot of volume near the box lately.
Yeah. So I think that those are both pretty good plays. If you're not comfortable laying the minus 190 or minus 200 juice, you could do that first half one.
What about BTTS both halves? I bet that's crazy.
Plus teams to score both halves is plus 650. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a
not
shot.
Not out of the realm of possibilities. If you want to put 0.1 or 0.2 on it, it's not like I said, man. That if you watch this team at all, if you have ESPN Plus or whatever, just do yourself, even if you don't bet this game, just sit yourself down and do yourself a favor and watch this team play. Like they remind me of Swansea a couple years ago. Like they just push, and like they just throw it all at the team. They're a fun team to watch. Like when people say soccer's boring, I'd like to sit them down and let them watch this team.
It's a very select game, though.
Yeah,
I love soccer because I make money. That's simply it.
Yeah.
Fan perspective, zero aspect. I hardly watch these games.
That's fine. I do both. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I watch Liverpool. Fiorentina is the second pick, and that's literally just riding trends. Torino hasn't won away in almost a year, or almost 6 months. I mean, they're on an 8-game losing streak. I know, obviously, if we didn't have the 3-month break, it wouldn't be 6 months, but I don't think they've won in 2020 away. I don't think they've even drawn. Actually, they haven't drawn. The last time they won away was January 5th, or got a result away was January 5th. So other than that, it's been loss. I mean, they got nine straight losses or 8 straight losses in that time. Fiorentina, not really playing for much, but showed a lot of heart in their last game. They won away at Lecce, who's not the greatest team either, but they were a lot of people had them pegged to lose that game, but they showed some heart there. So I think we could steal one at even money with that pick.
Cool.
Not my most confident play, but I think I'm gonna put a unit on it, and we'll see.
Okay.
I really don't play. I really don't like any of the other leagues, honestly.
Dude, there's not. I'm gonna say this now. There's not too much, man. There really isn't. And obviously, when you see my plays up there on the screen, I'm all about that overnight shit.
Oh yeah,
interject real quick. We got Kansas City goal.
That's my
Kansas City goal.
You got a Kansas City goal. We're back in the lead, so we hit the over 3.5, and Kansas. I mean, there's 12 minutes of added time though, and we're only a minute 30 into it. So, cross your fingers, hold your breath. Let's go.
I gotta bring you guys into screen right here while I bring in this game.
Those are some of my most degenerate memories. Is staying up at 5:30 in the morning and watching the Perfect Glory or the Adelaide United or whoever they are, the Kashiwa Antlers, Kawasaki Antlers or whatever.
Bro, we crushed Australian A-League soccer.
My insomnia days when I couldn't sleep, I would just watch streams of that shit. I would watch Chinese basketball league like that. Those are bad times. Mine's
always Hawaii. When the going's getting tough and the times are bad, it's always NCAA time and Hawaii is the last game. Yeah, Hawaii football. Let's go. Some kid with dreadlocks getting 500 yards, 8 touchdowns against fucking Utah, and they're undefeated.
Still possibly losing.
Ranked 23rd. Yeah.
So whack.
Fucking love it. But anyway, had to bring the guys in. Loving these overnight plays. We got A-League back, and A-League's only a few games away from the end of their season, and big time fade happens there, and it is the Central Coast Mariners. They have lost 10 straight games, and we have bet the shit out of them over that stretch. We have taken overs. We have taken the money line against them. We've taken spread. Every fucking which way you can bet against them.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. We've made so much money on them. It's wonderful. I love them.
Hey, real quick, Don. Nathan had a question in the chat, and I just wanted to jump on that. He's asking about hard to win at plus 375. Man, my odds are fucking plus 275. So you're getting a free plus 100 there. I would take that shit, man, all day, man. It's hard to pick. It's really hard to pick a NASCAR, a winner in NASCAR. It's really difficult to do. And I rarely bet that shit. But I'm telling you, this dude's just been so. You'll see Sunday if you watch any of the race, you'll see what I'm talking. This dude's been so fucking good here, unbelievable. So I would. There you go. Fuck, man, I might need to deposit some money to Bet Online, guys. There's an odds boost on Bet Online, and you can get Harvick to win at plus 375. And I think I'll probably end up depositing some money there tonight. So I just want to jump in there real quick and answer.
Bro.
Yeah.
I might have to check that out. Pull some money out of William Hill and FanDuel, bounce it into Bet Online.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, as you can tell on that card, man, Perth Glory. If you got a money line, take it. If you got the -1, take it. Score both halves, like that one. Win both halves, sure, why not? Goal in both halves, probably get good value there. Basically, take anything against Central Coast Mariners until they show they can actually field the team. 2 of their foreign players haven't reported back. I haven't checked what it is, whether it's COVID related or whether it's just team sucks related. But either way, we're going to continue to play that. They're on the road again, which is just double whammy. I think they got one draw on the road. Let me actually pull up their stats because I think they're quite hysterical on the road. But the A-League has proven to be fairly chalk. I mean, we've taken some underdogs in some spots, but we've played mostly overs here. A 2.5, if you get it, sure, you can take that. My book was 3.5, so I just figured all those odds are better than that. But let's go down to their stats. Yeah, they have on the road this year 11 games. They have 1 win and 10 losses. They don't even have a draw. So, yeah.
Okay.
Feast or famine, and it's been a famine the entire season. So we're going to ride that hard tomorrow night. There's a parlay there. Kawasaki money line. We had them last week. They look unstoppable. Shouldn't stop this week. They'll probably win 3-1, something there. They're juiced out, minus 260, so I think it was. But if you want to take Kawasaki and over 2.5 goals or 3 or more goals, whatever that is, probably get you at like minus 110. That's a cool play to play on its own. Dino's minus 1.5. That's just system. Koo's on the mound, and he's the best pitcher in the KBO, and you have to take him. So that'll be like Garrett Cole for the Yankees, basically. You're probably going to have to take minus 1.5 every time that man steps on the mound for the Yankees this year. But from that, let's get into the perfect segue. Let's talk baseball for about 2 minutes. Dodgers minus 1.5. The lines came out yesterday for these games. Yeah, take it big time. I fucking love that play. Who's going to be on the mound? Probably Walker Buehler. Who's going to be on the mound for San Fran? Johnny Cuevas. I mean, at worst, you're going to get who? Kershaw on the mound, and he's been dominant on pretty much opening nights. Going to be at home. We've already seen, I forget who it was. Someone caught a inside ball off the hand because they changed the backdrop in Dodger Stadium. So behind the pitcher, it's all changed. He couldn't see the pitch, and it was a curveball that just kind of hung up inside on him and just got right off his knuckles. So add in that factor of the shadows at home plate. I'd almost rather have Kershaw start game one. Buehler's obviously the better pitcher, but Kershaw brings that curveball that you cannot time that thing when the shadows are coming across home plate. If it's coming from light to dark, you can't see it spin. So we will take that one early, obviously a week ahead of time. But Dodgers are probably the biggest beneficiary of having the DH this year. There's a couple teams that are going to benefit hard from it. Philly's got a pretty nice lineup. They've got a couple of bench pieces that are going to factor in this year. Mets, if
we just got to get Real Muto signed.
That's it, man.
Get off your asses, guys. Get him signed.
Oh, speaking of catchers, Buster Posey opted out for the season. Just the next.
Did he really?
One. Yep. So a big piece of, I don't know. San Fran's not going to be good. So Posey's made a bunch of money. What does he have to play for? He's had a newborn. Like, we're seeing guys that have made $100 million sit out for a 60-game season and say, who gives a fuck? But anyway, I'm not going to bore you with baseball. We will do a show on baseball. We're going to get into UFC right here real quick. I just want to give my last play. These are going to be Sunday plays. Brisbane Roar, Adelaide, over 2.5. Slam that fucking thing. Love that. Also plenty there. We got guys on rest. We're going to see them fly. And then Luzerne money line. Let me just pull up a stat on that. So something, I think it was 6 straight losses on the road for Zamas. I think it was, good luck saying these foreign teams.
Xanax.
Yeah, Xanax.
Xanax.
Team Xanax.
I got names for all these motherfuckers, man. I got names for all of them. Was it Mid Titty Land or something? We got a whole bunch of
Midgetland or whatever it is. Mid
Titty Land.
Yeah.
Xanax,
Dude, when I go
YB.
spelling these things, it's hard.
I love these fucking teams, man.
But so the big thing with them is they've had one clean sheet out of 15 games away, Xanax, and their goal totals are doubled. And when I see things like that, like they've scored 15, let up 31. When I see things that are just doubled in stats, something's up. They can't play on the fucking road. So we're getting plus odds at it too. Yeah, I'll take a crack at that.
I think they're missing their starting striker, Lil Xan.
Okay.
Yeah, he OD'd on hot Cheetos again.
But anyway, man, that's my picks. We're gonna have all the shit at the end. Let's get into some UFC. If you guys drop some soccer questions, we'll jump back into it. Got some big shit coming up.
What was the Utah play again, Donnie? That's live.
So
right
Utah's
now.
gonna be over, man. I'm gonna jump in here.
Cool.
It looks like we got an injury or something going on. They're at a water break. If you guys have never watched Houston is fucking. They are pretty hot as a team. Like,
oh yeah,
they probably rep a solid 7.5 as a squad, 7.5. You know, Utah isn't that far behind, but some of these teams have just horrible talent on the field, but they are stacked, man.
It makes it easier to watch, man. For sure.
That's at plus odds already over 2.5 as well.
Oh yeah. Like I said, we didn't have action until 35 minutes in, and then it dumped on us. So we can wait this thing out for another 10. We're gonna catch.
I think there's only been
two
2 shots and pull the stats.
Yeah, we're gonna catch a water break here soon too. Oh yeah.
Real quick,
no shots on goal yet. One corner kick. That's it.
Okay, so we
real quick, guys. I've got. I just uploaded the NASCAR video to my YouTube for this weekend, and I'm also putting it on the Lightning Picks. Uploading it to Lightning Picks right now, so it'll be up in probably 10 minutes.
Dog, William Hill has over 1.5 minus 150 already.
Already?
Jeez.
Damn, it's 320, 280 now on FanDuel. Damn.
Already.
I'd be on that. If I had 1.5 that low, I'd be on that.
I will wait on that fucking thing. You know, they started slow. So if we see it building, we can call it. We can call it out.
There we go. Kansas City is over. Both of our live plays that we gave away for free have hit.
Done. Good
Beautiful.
Shit.
Fucking
2
beautiful.
boys. Let's go. Good start to the stream.
Well, thanks for putting up with all that. We'll have the baseball show on Tuesday. Looking forward to having as many of you there as possible. Definitely be hearing from as many people in the baseball channel and the Discord as possible. I want to hear from as many different teams, fans' perspective as I can. I'll tell you what I think of your team. I'll be honest too. I don't give a shit. But let's roll on through the UFC, which has been pretty fucking fruitful. Those guys have been killing it lately.
Definitely.
Yeah, we've had Twist in waiting for a minute now. What's going on, Twist?
There he is.
Hi, what's up, guys?
Ben's not coming in tonight?
No Ben tonight.
I don't know.
His shitty internet.
I've realized we can have 5 people in here with just mics. So I think we can hack this thing and get a bunch of people in here.
And I think since Ben lives in Oregon, man, we catch him at a bad time with these live streams. Like he's usually like at dinner or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's like 7 o'clock in Oregon, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I realized I made a mistake, by the way, in the soccer thing.
Oh yeah, what do you got, bro?
Sassuolo plays AC Milan on Tuesday, so I still like that play for Tuesday. But they play Cagliari, which I butchered that Italian, on tomorrow. And that's minus 150 for both teams to score and over 2.5. I'm still rolling with that. I'm gonna roll with it till it misses. Honestly.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to miss.
Let's get you split up here. I don't like the way you're looking.
What's wrong with the way I look?
No. I wanna get the picks in the middle of you two.
It's that ugly Pittsburgh mug. That's what it is.
God damn.
What do you got for us this weekend, Twist? I know you've been sitting listening to all this fucking bullshit you don't care about.
Been talking about baseball, and baseball is a sore subject for us Pittsburgh guys. So we got UFC Fight Night. I'm going to go along with the theme of the night of not even like trying to say these foreign people's names. We have UFC Fight Night. I'm just going to call this guy Fig Newton. Fig Newton versus Benavidez, number 2. This is a rematch for those guys. Me and Sir Ben, we have 5 picks for you guys through 4 fights. We're going to start at the bottom of the card and work our way up like we usually do. Starting off right off the bat, we have a heavyweight fight between Carlos Felipe and Sergey Spivak. Let's go with that. Both of these guys, Both of these guys finish fights, man. Combined, they only go to decision not even 21% of the time. So we're going to roll with what me and Sir Ben have been doing for the last couple of weeks on these prelim heavyweight fights. We're going to go, these fat fucks are going to die before this goes to the distance. That's going to get you minus 200 odds. We're pretty confident with that. If you can get it under 2 rounds at minus 130, hit that too. My book doesn't have it, so I'm probably going to stick with the minus 200. But if you can get this at under 2 rounds, I would take that. Both of these guys, Spivak has only gone past the 2nd round 1 time, and he lost. So he's definitely not he's not going to want this fight to keep going. Felipe, he's gone past it twice. Both of those have gone to decision, and this fight's not going to go the distance. I don't think it is. Prelim heavyweights, they almost never do. Me and Sir Ben have been riding that for the last 4 or 5 fight nights. We're just going to keep rolling with it. Next up, our next pick is going to be Malcolm Gordon versus what's this guy's first name? Albazi. We're going to just say his last name. Versus Albazi. Again, this is going to be another one. Not to go the distance. Combined, man, they go the distance less than 15% of the time. This is going to be just like our Wednesday picks. You're going to see a lot of things that we're going to throw out that we just don't think they're going to go the distance. With a lot of these lower level UFC fighters on these cards, since they just keep going back to back, they're throwing in as many of these up and comers as they can, and all of them want to make a name for themselves. All of them like to finish people. Gordon and Albazi, they're the same thing. So we're going to take not to go the distance on that fight at minus 115. That one, most likely, we don't usually throw out units on these live streams. That one, once we throw them out tomorrow, that's probably going to be a multi-unit play, man. We're probably going to go 2-3 units, maybe even more than that. We'll find out tomorrow. Next up, we have Joe Duffy versus Joel Alvarez. This is another one. Easy pick, not to go the distance, minus 106. These guys go the distance even less than all these other ones, man. Joel Alvarez, he has only gone the distance, he's only gone the distance 1 time out of his career. He's 16-2. He's 2-1 knockouts, 14-0 in subs. He's going up against Joe Duffy, who is 16-4. 4-1 in TKOs, 10-1 in subs. These are, again, 2 guys that they just don't go the distance, man. If you can get these odds at minus 106, even money for these 2 guys, I would hammer that. That's an easy pick not to go the distance. The only way, there's a small chance that Chase pointed out earlier, remember we were talking about this between me, him, and Ben. Joe Duffy could try to drag it out to decision. There is a small chance that could happen. But against Joel Alvarez, I just don't see it happening. The reason I don't see it happening against Joel Alvarez is because Joel Alvarez just has so much size over Joe Duffy. I think if they get down to the mat, Alvarez can wrap him up like a fucking taco, man. I mean, this guy's 14-0 in subs. That's all but 2 of his wins. The other 2 are by TKO. I don't see this going the distance. I saw that at minus 106, man. To me, that feels like a gift. That's an easy pick right there. We're also me and Ben are also going to throw 1 unit on the side for Alvarez to finish inside at plus 450 are the odds that we found for him. So I would definitely, if you can get that on your book, in my opinion, I think you should put a unit on that plus 450 odds. To me, that's too good to pass up, especially with the monster size advantage he has over Joe Duffy. I mean, Joe Duffy he's not a scrub by any means. I mean, he can handle his own. But between Joe Alvarez's stats, his size, I mean, the way that he fights, I just think Alvarez plus 450 to finish. I think that's a good, easy pick to throw at least one unit on. The next pick me and Sir Ben are going to have for you guys are going to be Jack Hermanson versus Kelvin Gastelum. For this one, we're going to go Hermanson money line. You can get that. Both of these guys, I think, on my book, were about even odds for money lines. I think Hermanson has a little bit of an advantage. Again, he has a size advantage. He's 6'1", Gastelum's 5'9". Hermanson has a 77.5-inch reach, while Gastelum has 71.5. I just think, man, Hermanson has the advantage here. In my opinion, he's going to win this fight. It could, I mean, I could kind of see a couple scenarios where Gastelum could win it, but in my opinion, I just think Hermanson has the upper hand between his size and everything else. Thatch also pointed out a odds boost that you can get on FanDuel, which is for this fight, Hermanson Gastelum, to end by knockout or TKO. From the way that it looked, it doesn't matter who wins by knockout or TKO. That odds boost was, I think it bumped it up to a plus 190. To me, that's worth throwing a unit on. These guys, between the two of them, have 17 knockouts or TKOs. That's 17 knockouts or TKOs out of 36 combined wins. So that's about 47%. 47% of these guys, whenever they fight, whenever they win, it's by knockout or TKO. So if you can get that at plus 190, I think that's worth the unit.
Yeah, that was
that's what we have.
That was plus 165 boosted to plus 190 on FanDuel.
Okay, yeah, and I mean, if you can get that, if you use FanDuel, I mean, I think that's worth the unit right there. I think that there's a good solid chance that could hit. One of the bets that me and Sir Ben are still looking at is Hermanson to finish for plus 300, and if he does finish, it's most likely going to be by knockout or TKO. So me and him are looking into that also. So, yeah, man, if you can get that at plus 190, I definitely think that's worth the unit. What do you think, Chase?
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I didn't lock in Hermanson yet because I think your average UFC fan who just wants to throw some money on this fight is going to recognize Kelvin Gastelum's name, and I think he's going to get pushed to like minus 140 or minus 150 before they get in the ring. I think. I'm hoping anyway. If I'm wrong, then I'm still going to I'll still take Hermanson minus 130 or whatever, but I don't think I'm going to be wrong. I think that the more recognizable name usually gets bet. I think that's going to happen tomorrow night. So I'm right there with you. I'm locked in with him. I guess I'll start from the top two. Felipe, I took inside the distance. Literally, just that's all he does. I mean, he hasn't fought in 3 years, which is a little bit. Gives me pause a little bit, but I'm thinking that he didn't fight for 3 years so he could get better. I mean, that you see that with a couple guys where they just they're not ready quite yet, and then they take a couple years off or a year and a half off or whatever, and they come back a little bit better. Do I think that this guy's going to be a world beater anytime soon? No. But do I think that he's live for this knockout in the first 5 minutes of the fight? Yeah. By all means. And for the price that I'm getting, I don't hate that bet at all.
Yeah, but I think. I think whatever happens, I mean, that fight's going to end. I mean, you don't see that going the distance, do you? Like, no matter who wins.
No, I love that. I love that you guys. I was laughing in the chat. Remember, you guys were saying, inside second round, inside third round. I was like, yeah, I like that too. I think if this gets past 5 minutes, it's going to be hard to watch. They're both not very very good. I'm just reading that Felipe had a suspension for banned substances. That doesn't make sense for 3 years though. It's usually 2 years or 18 months or a year. But I don't know. Next is Gordon. I doubled down on him. I took him on the money line for one unit, and then I took him inside the distance for another unit. He's an outstanding jiu-jitsu guy. Not quite like Gilbert Burns level, but he knows what he's doing on the mat. The guy he's fighting also is also good at grappling too, but I think he's going to be a couple steps behind Gordon when they actually get to the mat.
So that was another thing that me and
Amir
that was another
Albazi.
thing that I think.
Amir
That's another thing that I
Albazi.
think. Go ahead. My bad, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I'm sorry. Albazi's got good grappling too, but I think this might turn into a jiu-jitsu match relatively quickly. And if it does, Albazi's confidence might bite him. I think I got Gordon by submission here. I skipped over Ramos and Sazerkian. I know Ben had Sazerkian. That fight's wide open to me as well. I think that's gonna be that might be a fight of the night, possibly if Ramos can defend the takedown. I think that he can mix it up pretty well with Sazerkian if he can defend the takedown. If he gets taken down, the fight might be over in 4 minutes. Next is
that fight I didn't have anything on that one yet. The same, like you just said. That one's up in the air for me.
Same thing with Brett Johns and Montel Jackson. I know he wants action on every fight, which is why I wish he was here. But I skipped that one as well. If you're twisting my arm, I guess I'll take Jackson, but I mean, he's a favorite for a reason. I didn't really like anything about that though, especially at that price. Then Joe Duffy versus Alvarez. You actually talked me off with Joe Duffy after discussing, and I decided to tell you with Alvarez. Joe Duffy's tough, man.
I hope that holds up and doesn't bite us in the ass.
Joe Duffy's tough, man. But something when I did a little bit more digging, I meant to put in the chat. Duffy just had an interview like a year ago where he was contemplating retirement. I don't want to put my money, especially at minus 360, on anybody that's using that word. You know,
right? Yeah.
Not using it to get money either, because he's not Conor McGregor or anything like that, or Cejudo or any of them. Like he's a run of the mill guy using the retire word.
Cejudo's coming back. I'm a firm believer in that. I laughed whenever he said he was retiring.
I don't know if his heart's 1,000% in this anymore. Maybe he's just collecting the check and trying to make it another 6 months or whatever.
That Alvarez inside bet might bump up to 2 units for plus 450.
Did you guys hear we might get a McGregor Pacquiao fight? I think I saw something on Reddit about that the other day.
No, I didn't see that.
There might be. I think it's just a rumor, but it might be in the works, which would be interesting.
Yeah, that's.
So that
McGregor coming out of retirement for like the.
Oh yeah, here it is. One day ago, Conor McGregor calls out Manny Pacquiao for fight at 170 pounds, in teasing response to boxing icon's happy birthday message. All right, so it's probably.
Yeah.
I think McGregor's doing a lot of drinking.
I think you're right. He owns a whiskey company.
Maybe more stuff than that. I think that he's bored.
Just fucking putting down that. What is it? Proper 12. Whatever the fuck it's called.
Never mind. That's not happening.
Dawson versus it's about as likely as Ryan Garcia and Cejudo. I mean, Cejudo wants that money, no doubt, but it ain't gonna happen. Dawson versus Naramani. I was gonna pass on this, but upon watching it, I like Naramani. I like how he uses his distance, and I think that I don't know. I think his style is weird enough to cause a little bit of distraction at the very least. Right? I'm not saying that he's going to win. He's going to wipe the floor with Dawson, but I could see him squeaking out a decision here. And at that price, it's worth 1 or 2 units to me. I think I did 1 unit. Yeah, it's worth 1 unit to me. I expect that to close. I expect that to maybe even get better actually tomorrow. I think he might be over 200 by the time they get in the ring. So hopefully I didn't get in there too early. Next is Dolazide versus Ibragimov. Ibragimov is a bum. That's the only. I hate using that word, but he does not. He shouldn't be in the UFC. He's not very good. He's basically a stepping stone, in my opinion. He lost to Ed Herman. If you lose to Ed Herman, a 50-year-old Ed Herman or however old Ed Herman is,
I think
I'm
50
not,
sounds about right.
I can't take you seriously. I can't even think about betting you, and I have to completely fade you at that point. So I think Dolezal goes in there, and at minus 190, like if you just want, I ended up parlaying him with the woman fight, but if you want to just do it by yourself, minus 190, or maybe even inside the distance, I think he was about even money or just under even money. I like any of those looks.
I think inside the distance might be worth it because Dolezal has not gone the distance ever, and he's 6-0.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. He's relatively new too.
I think that's another thing to think about.
I think this is a stepping stone / pink slip fight. I think if Ibrahimov loses, he's getting shown the door, and then vice versa. If Dolezal loses, he's getting shown the door. I think this is, they're testing out the young kid, and if he passes the test, then he'll be in, and the other guy will be out.
I actually have him at minus 167.
Okay, what is it? Inside the distance is what? You broke up on me.
No, I have Dolezal money line minus 167. I might get on that. I haven't looked into this fight too much yet.
Oh, minus 167 is great. I have him minus 180. Bovada's needs to step up.
Usually Rivers is the one with the shit odds.
Yeah, usually.
Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. I want to jump in here. So women's game seems to be at water break of the first half. When those lines open back up, I'm expecting plus odds in William Hill. I haven't checked it in a couple of minutes, but I'm expecting plus odds on the 1.5 there. If that's the case, I'm definitely going to be taking either that or I'll take a first half over. Oh, what happened to Chase? Either that or I'll take a first half over 0.5.
Yeah, we may even get the half with no goals. Only one shot. It was on target, but only one shot so far, and it came from Utah.
Yeah. So I'm holding. I will play the plus odds if I get it.
And then rebuy.
There you go.
Yeah, and then rebuy at 0.5 when you get that.
Exactly.
I'm plus great strategy.
I'm plus 115 right now. I'm going. Let me check the first half. Because honestly, these tend to pay out better. Oh, okay. See, first half over under 0.5 is plus 225. I'm going to go ahead and lay a half a unit on the plus 225 over first half of 0.5. And then if that doesn't go, we'll have a really advantageous second half line. And if it does go, we may be able to chase this thing down to a 2.5. Like I said, 6 goals last game. So,
FanDuel really thinks this is going over. I'm still sitting at minus 155 on the 1.5.
Yeah, so I just want to hop in here and give that one out real quick. But I'll let you guys go back to what you're doing. There we go. And look, it's right down the middle. Look at that.
There it is. Where was I? Dolezal. Yeah, I take him. I paired him with the girls' fight to go the distance. I'm not going to break down that women's fight at all. I just think it's going to go the distance because I didn't really see the one girl. I think you said it, Tanner, right? The one girl had a highlight tape, quote unquote, of her supposed to be supposedly knocking people out, and
that shit was cartoonish as fuck, man. I'm still laughing at that.
She's pillow punching every woman. It's like and her nickname's like violent, or something like that.
I don't fucking know. I'd have to go back.
Hold on. I'm pulling it up real quick.
Honestly, man, both of these girls' highlight tapes were kind of funny to me. Like,
dude, women's MMA in general, like outside, I keep saying it. I'll keep harping it until the day I die. Outside of the top 5, it gets a little funny.
Hey man, me and Sir Ben, we've been doing good. I think
Violence Queen. Aryan Violence Queen Lipsky. There's nothing violent about it. That's going 3 rounds.
That knockout I showed you looked violent.
like you said, the lick the ball, lick your dog's ass, or whatever. That thing's going to that thing's going 3 rounds. I'm almost sure.
See, I don't think that there's a whole lot of value on either one of the, like, whatever. We'll talk about that whenever we get to it.
Yeah. But next is Pantoja versus Askarov. Askarov has the wrestling advantage, no doubt. But as long as this fight is on the feet, Pantoja is super live for a knockout, and I just like him. I like his hands. I like the variety of strikes that he uses. His grappling is actually not terrible either. Like he's also possibly live for a submission, a lot less live for it, but I think he's got I think Askarov might actually kind of fear his submission a little bit, or at least he'll make Askarov fear it a little bit. If this fight stays standing, I don't think it sees the cards. So at that price, Pantoja plus 250, I threw a unit on it. I'm not super confident in it, but I definitely see the value in it. There's very good value in that. I think. What's next? The woman's fight I just said.
Pantoja is 8-0 for both knockouts and subs.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that too. He finishes people off. He's violent. He's the actual violent queen. Violent king.
I think
whatever.
he would disagree.
Huh?
So I think he would disagree with being called violent queen.
Violent king. Lipsky, we just made fun of. That thing is seeing the cards. It's minus like 300, minus 360, I think, to see the cards. That's why I paired it with. Why am I drawing blank on his name? Dolazad. I paired that. It pays even money. I think that's a simple cash. Then we have Rafael Fiziev. Fiziev has over 200 Muay Thai fights. He's held like 7 Muay Thai titles. He's a monster on the feet. If this stays on the feet, he's not only live to pick this guy apart, to pick the keys apart, but he's also live for a knockout. I didn't go quite that far. I just think he outstrikes the keys.
I'm just gonna call him Mark.
Yeah, Mark. I think he outstrikes Mark for 15 minutes here. And like I said, he's a multi-time Muay Thai champion. He's got 200 professional fights in Muay Thai, which is fucking insane to me. He's competed at every level, and he's just given MMA not a go around, but he's just transitioning to MMA and transitioning pretty well. I mean, I'd say so. When I saw the price on him, I jumped on it. The price is actually since I sent those to you, I believe now he's down to plus 125. So he's actually, I mean, he only lost 5 points, but since 3 o'clock this afternoon or 4 o'clock this afternoon or whatever, he's already gone down a little bit. I would be shocked if it was even money by the time they got in the ring.
I think.
What'd you say?
The note I have on this one, the note I have on this one, like what I've been leaning so far is not to go the distance, because if Fiziev wins, it's not going to go the fucking distance because he just doesn't. I mean, he finishes people.
Yeah.
Mark also has a decent chance to kind of finish Fiziev. I think it depends. What I'm going to base my bet on for this fight is which one has the better odds. Is it going to be Fiziev's money line, or is it going to be not to go the distance? Because I can see both of them happening. Fiziev's he just does not go the fucking distance. He's gonna finish the fight, or his only loss is by knockout. So he's either gonna finish the fight or he's gonna get knocked out. So
yeah, that's fair.
I need to look at more tape on both of them. But like right now, my take on this fight is I'm gonna take either not to go the distance, or maybe even Fiziev's to finish, depending on what the odds are, or yeah. I think that's gonna be one of those bets I make, like in between the fucking prelims and main card for me.
Well, that's what I do anyway. Like anybody who's been in our live chat, if I go 4-0 or 5-0 in the prelims, then I'm definitely going to throw a little bit extra on bullshit props or props that I think have a chance. Actually, not bullshit, but props I wouldn't normally bet if I was batting 500 or batting less than 500.
Right. I mean, I do this. I'm sure you do the same thing. I have like a list of props and shit that I think about, and I'm like, if I'm doing really good at this point, I might fucking throw this out, throw like a unit on this.
If you have house money, why not double down on one thing that you like?
Right.
And then we already talked about Hermanson. Like I said, I think that locking it in right now at -110. If you're happy with that price, then by all means lock it in. I'm about 99% sure, though, by the time they jump in the ring, he's going to be +105, +110. And if that doesn't matter to you, then that's fine. And there's no guarantee that he even wins. So, I mean, getting a good price is great and all when he actually goes out there and performs. And the way our main cards have been going, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, they have not been – the last couple of weeks have not been good. I'm hoping we turn it around this week, but I mean, there's some.
It's not.
I can see a lot of these fights going.
Nothing lasts forever. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, we went 0-3 on the opening fights and finally fucking broke that the other night.
And then the last one is my cold shower. When I saw the price, I couldn't believe that was the price. Joseph Benavidez has been over in Abu Dhabi for a month at least. He's married to Megan O'Leary, so he's getting constant ass on top of that.
That always helps.
The guy's in perfect form to do this. On the flip side, Figueiredo tested positive for COVID a month ago, then got another false positive last week. Didn't get to Abu Dhabi till Wednesday or Thursday. Well, it's Thursday Abu Dhabi time, I'm pretty sure, but Wednesday our time. He's literally been in Abu Dhabi for 20 hours right now. That jet lag's going to catch up to him. He made weight, which is
for sure. Yeah,
good on him. He made weight. Also, when you rewatch this fight, Benavidez, it was 1-1 in my opinion before that clash of heads. I mean, it wasn't like he was getting completely outmatched and stuff. Then they clash heads. Benavidez starts leaking like a faucet, and he's focusing on his cut instead of the fight at that point. And he probably got a concussion just from that clash of heads, if I was going to guess, or at least like a mild one. And then Figueiredo didn't even land. I shouldn't say he didn't land. Obviously, he landed a punch, but he didn't land a clean, technical punch. Benavidez went to touch his face and like get the blood out of his eyes, and then all of a sudden he got met with the punch. Like it wasn't the most sportsmanlike knockout I've ever seen. But you got to protect yourself at all times, and he learned his lesson, I'm sure. But like I said, if there's any time that he's going to win, it's going to be when you're acclimated to your environment, when you have your family there or your wife there at the very least. You've been there for a good amount of time, so time zone's not going to matter. You're comfortable with everything. I think he's got all the advantages here. If Figueiredo still wins, then I'll eat that. But with all those pluses, I can't ignore this price. And I did a rare 3-unit bet on a dog, so hopefully that happens.
So what do you take him at? I have him at like plus 180 right now.
That's beautiful. I think that my price actually might be wrong, or I think I actually put it in too early. I put 3 units at plus 175, and I think that I wouldn't be shocked if he, because again, your average bettor is just going to look at, Figueiredo knocked him out 5 months ago.
Right. Yeah.
Why would he knock him out again? Well, when you actually look at the tape and you actually look at the significant strikes disadvantage that Figueiredo landed like 20 less strikes than Benavidez before he got knocked out.
Yeah, and then that headbutt didn't help Benavidez.
No, obviously. But obviously, it doesn't happen when it happens in boxing. It's a no contest. But you're in a different sport. That's all.
That's another one. That main card fight. That's another one that I have. I mean, I haven't decided on that one yet. I'm still like, I need to rewatch the fight because I remember the headbutt, but that's about it. I don't think I've watched that. I haven't watched that fight since it actually happened back in like what's this March, February was it? I think it was February.
Yeah, it was February. 5 months ago.
February 29th. That's when it was. Yeah, I haven't watched that fight since it happened. Like I remembered the knockout. I remembered the headbutt, and then I remembered Figueiredo got the knockout, and that's about it. And I like Figueiredo to begin with. I don't know. I just do. I don't know. I just do. That's another one. I got to look into that one tomorrow. There's a lot of these ones I got to look at tomorrow. I mean, this tight turnaround between Wednesday and now, just like
the two fights in 3 days fucked me up too. I just got lucky enough to get home at 3 o'clock and literally jumped right into my computer as soon as I got home. So
I thought I was going to get a chance to start looking at these like while I was still at work, man. I forgot that I had a meeting I forgot that I was like had meetings and shit to do all fucking afternoon. I didn't get to start looking at this until like 3 hours, not even that, like 2 hours before our live stream.
Yeah.
So I still have a lot of work to do.
And as usual, we'll find. I guarantee you, one of us, either me, you, or Ben, will find something by tomorrow afternoon that we didn't see the first go around.
Me and Ben have a fucking habit of finding just something good, like a couple hours before the fights.
Yeah.
Like one of us will find something and just be like, "Fucking, you need to take that."
That's why it's really important. Or that's why I'm always in. I always have when the fights are going on, I have the Discord right here, just like. I'll watch the fights on the TV, and then I'll jump in the Discord every once in a while. Like, is there any odds that anybody's on? Or?
Yeah, and if you guys aren't in the Discord, I'll drop a link in the comments, and we'll pin it to the top so you guys can get in there with us. Because you guys have been doing great the last few fights live betting and shit. We're making some money.
That's how we got so many people in Discord into the channel, was because like me and I think it was Ben and like just a couple other people, like 2 or 3 months ago, once COVID hit and UFC was the only thing going on, it was like me and I think Ben was there and like 1 or 2 other people, and me and Ben were just like everybody in the other couple of people who were in the Discord like, hey, what do you guys have on this one? And we were like, fucking take this, and it would hit. And then we'd say, hey, take this, and it would hit. And it just, I mean, we did pretty fucking good for a couple of weeks, and then me and Ben started like bouncing stuff off of each other before the fights, and it just got better.
Spiraled out of hand.
Yeah. It went from legit. Like I used to not even start looking at these fights until like Saturday at like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, and now we like do these live chats on these live streams on Friday. So I have to start looking at them. I tried to start looking at them like Wednesday, Thursday. Today that just didn't happen. But no, I mean, I like it, man. I've been having a lot of fun with everybody, especially on Saturday nights with everybody in the Discord. Oh, dude, it's a fucking blast. If you guys aren't there, you should be.
Jimmy Rivera.
We have a good time. We have a very good time.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy Rivera fucked my night up on Wednesday. I don't like that one.
I fell asleep before I could say something, but yeah, my boy Jimmy, bro. Ramsey,
yeah, he gave us just added on to our disappointments of the main card on Wednesday. But that's okay. It happens.
New Jersey Tiger Shulman, shout out.
You're as bad as Little Flex with his Florida shit right now.
Bro, no, that's like he's almost the American MMA. Perfect. The perfect American MMA.
The Rivera?
Yeah. Well, he does karate. He did karate and fucking wrestling. Perfect MMA is just wrestling and boxing. No wrestling.
So I didn't know a whole lot about him until I started looking at that Wednesday card. I don't think I'd actually heard his name before
dude. We've rolled around before.
That sounds kind of gay, but okay.
A little bit.
Whatever makes you happy, Don.
That's all I get with that.
Yeah, but I mean, that's all I got for UFC, man. Like I told you guys, I mean, I still have to research a lot of the stuff, especially some of these main card fights that I didn't even like really talk about.
Sure, we'll get
I'm gonna do that same shit tomorrow. I'll bounce some stuff off of Ben, and we'll do the same thing we've done the last few fights, man. We'll throw out like a finalized card. Like we give you guys picks on damn near every fight. It's not often that me and Ben just don't have anything on something. And usually the last time that happened was UFC 251, and that was that bullshit ass fight that was just fucking horrible.
Shit, you know what I got? I got fucking AI, aka Tips, sent me his picks. Just remembered because I'm a fucking
you throw those up there.
Dummy. But yeah, let me get those in the stream. And maybe
I didn't even look at how those did on Wednesday. How did those do?
No idea.
Yeah, I forgot to check.
I blind tail and checking my account at the end of the night. and that was it. The two, I will put the pressure on you. The two, the max plays that have been coming out. Oof, they called me next.
You talk about the last two max plays that me and Ben had.
Last one. Oof. I laid too much. That was my fault. I know. That's why you never hear me complain.
Yeah, I mean those both fucking UFC 251 and Wednesday. Those fucking hurt, man.
I'm gonna blindly tail. I'm not gonna fucking complain about it.
Yeah, I mean that hurt us. I think that hurt me and Ben. I know you probably put more than we would have advised.
Don't worry.
I fucking know you would have because I know what your unit
is. It was. You know what it is? When you get a couple of what happens with me is when you get a couple of fight win streak going on. And then you guys were like, "Oh, this is the play." I'm like, "Okay,
yeah."
So everything that we just won right there, let's go.
And we thought it was, man. Me and Ben talked about that fight, and we were like, "There's no way this doesn't fucking hit."
Bro,
and then it didn't fucking hit.
Still a good night.
Hey,
it definitely doesn't help you that we started out 5-1 on the fucking prelims and hit the parlay on the prelims. So
Bro,
it looked like we were on fucking fire at that point.
Yeah,
so.
you still had a great night.
Yeah,
still ended up all right.
Yeah, as long as we don't lose anybody money, as long as tailing us doesn't lose you money.
Yeah,
I'm happy. Like as long as you end up by following what me and Ben say, then we're happy. I mean, if you go rogue and start throwing out like however much you threw out on it.
Jimmy Rivera saved my ass a little bit, bro. Had to go get screened there.
I'm glad he helped you out. I'm glad he helped one of us.
Nah, I gotta bet on the kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally get that. I would too if I had a friend from high school or whatever that was doing UFC, and I'd probably bet on him too.
So he's 2 years younger than I was, and he was good friends with my little brother coming up. And I obviously through wrestling. Probably when he was 6th or 7th grade, probably.
Yeah, if I had somebody like that in the UFC, I'd do the same thing, man. I'd probably bet on them.
Yeah, buddy.
Why not? You have to at that point.
Wrestled and boxed growing up. Those are my big ones. Had a combat fracture in my arms. Football anymore. So wrestling and boxing was my calling.
Nice. So did I.
Nice. There's things about people that are familiar with weight cuts and fucking shitty environments.
Dude, that's why I put in the MMA chat. I was like, from now on, when people miss weight, we're not betting them. Like, I'm not betting them anyway. You guys can do whatever you guys want. If you can't make weight, I don't want to fucking tell you.
Dude, after the stats EA threw out talking about those fighters that missed weight, I'm like,
dude, it's
probably I should probably put more weight on more, not to fucking unintended. I might want to put more weight on that.
With boxing, you see more of it. And the thing is that I hate about boxing, my one qualm about boxing is that there's a million fucking weight classes. And with those million weight classes, there's a million fucking belts.
Fucking, is this Benjamin Rash? Is that Sir Ben?
Yeah, that's Sir Ben, buddy.
Yeah, he said Twist used to talk to himself in MMA chat. Yeah. I did, man. Like the first fight, I was like sitting at home. I was like, man, I'm fucking bored. I'm just going to sit here and throw shit out. If somebody sees it and follows it, so what?
Probably there.
What Poop does.
There was nothing going on back then. And we were pretty much thriving off each other, off of whatever the fuck.
If it cashes, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if you talk to the wall, as long as it cashes.
That was back in the days whenever me and Flex were betting on fucking cricket at 4:00 in the goddamn morning.
When you guys realized that your bet wouldn't cash for days, I almost pissed myself laughing. Twist was
mine fucking did though, so I was happy.
Yeah. Flex was like, wait, when's this going to end? And I was like, I don't know, man. You got maybe like 4 or 5 days left of this shit.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, man. It could have. The fucked up thing is, like, you don't know. Like, it could end in 3 hours. You don't fucking know. It depends on how the game goes. Or it could end, like you said, in fucking 4 or 5 days.
Dude, I had to Google that. The first cricket game I ever bet on, I was like, how long does a cricket game last? And I looked it up, and it was like, some of them can go for days. I was like, what the fuck?
By the time that bet finally hit, by the time that bet finally hit, like, I forgot that I made it. I just, like, checked my account, and there's, like, a unit and a half more in it. I was like, where the fuck did this come from?
That's great.
What's the worst thing you've ever bet on? Like, what's something you bet on? Mine's the Little League World Series. Like, I bet on the Little League World Series, and I looked at myself in the mirror the next day, like, I can't believe you just fucking did that.
I bet we made money on the hot dog eating contest. I'm not gonna.
It's not that bad though. A lot of people do that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything that we make money on is a.
Dude,
I'm fine with betting.
I bet on.
I had a line. I had a line that would Japan 10-run rule the American team in the finals, and I was like, yes. And I was sitting there rooting for 12-year-olds to fucking cry, and it happened.
I mean, I've bet. I don't know how much this counts. I mean, I've bet on like friends' kids, like little league games and shit. I've done that all the fucking time. Like, I can't tell you how much money I've bet on. Like, I would just go and hang out with one of my friends at like his daughter's soccer game or some shit, and we would like fucking bet on it. I'm sure a lot of us have done that, right? Right? Hopefully.
I've never done that.
No.
I've never. I don't think I have any friends with kids in little league, so I've never done that.
So last thing. I remember last week you asked me if I had any head-to-heads or whatever. The one guy, Solo Trip. He's been in the golf chat, and me and him were talking earlier.
Sherm Daddy for us old folk.
Sherm Daddy, yeah.
Sherm Daddy, yeah. Me and him put our heads together, and we came up with 6 plays tomorrow. He actually has 2 max plays that I agree with.
I'm gonna kill the fuck out of both of those.
Yep.
So did Tiger make the cut today or no? I know he was.
Tiger makes the cut.
Okay.
The boost hits.
I was watching it, and the cut line kept jumping between like +2 and +3.
Well, I'm gonna send it. To.
Like, oh, is Tiger gonna
send it to Donnie right now, actually, so he can put it up.
Okay, cool. We'll get it up there.
So he's got Answer +105 versus Xander. This I think is going to be like I'm tailing him on it, but I think that's going to be like a really exciting one. If he didn't have money on it, I think that's going to be a sweaty one. But that's what keeps us young. Hovland -155 versus Spieth. That's another max bet. I think that one cashes easily. You can actually find that at -125 at DraftKings if you guys live in New Jersey or Pennsylvania or whatever. He's in California, so he's got a little bit worse juice, I guess. Then my plays were Connor -125 versus Sink. I'm only putting a unit on that. Connor's a much better golfer than Sink. I don't really do max plays unless I see a huge gap, which was in the next one. Streelman versus Pan. CT Pan is like the 300th ranked golfer in the world. He's not very good, and Streelman is in the top 100. How they gave me this matchup at -140, I'll never know, but that's definitely my max play of the day right there. Then Morikawa versus Watson. Morikawa is the defending champion from last week. Bubba Watson barely made the cut today. I think Morikawa comes out. Last Saturday, he came out and shot a -7. I think this Saturday he can come out and shoot a -4 or something like that. It's a little tougher course this week, but I think that he cashes on that. I might up that to 2 units, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I just put 1 because that's my normal, these head-to-heads are, unfortunately, they're not as easy to cap as you'd like them to be. And then last is Luke List versus Chaz Reavie. They're both about ranked the same in the world. Reavie played some pretty good golf Thursday and Friday, and so is List. But I think List is a little bit more of a consistent player. And again, I might up that one up to 2 units as well the more I think about it. But as of right now, I have it at 1 unit. And I think those are the 6 plays. 6 plays is more than enough action. I usually like to keep it. I usually like to keep it 2 or 3, but he was adamant about the first 2, and I was adamant about Streelman, and then we both kind of agreed on Connor, Morikawa, and List. So, that's why those are the 3 lesser bets. But they all tee off at different. They all tee off at different times. You can definitely spread these out. Answer, I believe, tees off at 7 in the morning. and like Streelman, I believe, tees off at like 1 in the afternoon. So you don't have to put these all in at the same time. Anter and Xander will be done before Streelman and Pan tee off, I believe. You just take a look at the tee times. It'll be on your book. It usually takes about 4 hours to get through a round. So if they tee off at 7, you don't have to bet on the guy at 1 or 12 o'clock or whatever. Eastern time. Eastern time.
Cool, man. Does anyone have anything else? Because I think that about wraps us up.
Did you drop AFL already?
No, I'm gonna skip, man, dude. Like I said, we got some big shit coming up. The Dodgers playing, man, -1.5. I'm buying it early and buying it big.
Are you doing a baseball thing? You said.
Yeah, Tuesday we're gonna have a baseball stream.
Is that already full, or am I?
No, man. More the merrier.
There?
More the merrier. We're gonna ask, whoever's a fan of whoever, man, come throw your couple cents in the ring, even if you're not just a casual fan.
I'm gonna fade the fuck out of that.
I play 1 or 2 games every day when baseball is going on. If there's value. Sometimes you get sometimes all 15 games are capped correct. Every once in a while.
Yeah, so big things for me in baseball. I target first fives. I like playing the starting pitchers, seeing the value in that. When you get to the bullpen, you get manager moves, you get relievers. So much shit can fucking happen in the end of a game that can just blow a run line, blow a money line, whatever the fuck happens, whatever.
Yeah.
So let's just play first 5 innings. Let's play first. You get a good pitcher, not even two rotations through the lineup.
I'm a big fan of that too. I'm a big fan of stacking too. Like if I see like a
yes,
like a Dodgers versus Orioles type of thing, and the price isn't ridiculous, I'll do like first 5, and then on top, maybe like a run line on top, and just try to hit both.
The Dino's play that I gave out, if you're on FanDuel, if you're on DraftKings, and you're getting these lines, you can go first 3 innings minus a 1.5. You can go first 5 innings minus a 1.5, and the game minus a 1.5, and you can stack that thing right up. I've been doing that lately with my KBO plays, and that's probably where I'll stay when the MLB starts. I will find a game and just slam the shit out of it.
Yeah. KBO doesn't have too many games left, do they? I think they only play like 50 games, right, or 60 games.
Yeah, about 60 games. But the playoff system there is pretty cool. It's a ladder system, so 5 plays 6, and then the winner plays 4. The winner plays
one gets to go all the way to the final, right?
All the way, yeah. So Dinos are gonna walk in.
I bet a lot of Mariners fans wish that happened back in the day.
Yeah, but should be a lot of fun. Get the end of that, beginning of baseball. We're gonna have a lot of action here.
I'll jump in on that on Tuesday if you got some people. Like I said, I do 1 or 2 plays a day in baseball. I mean,
sure.
When there's 15 games, when it's only 8 or 7, usually I'll just skip that day.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be action-packed. You're going to have crazy action. Second half of Utah is starting. I've got an over 0.5 minus 220. I'm going to wait on that thing. And,
only one shot. Only one shot total in the first half.
Dude, that was really opening up there first half, man. We had there was a shot off the woodwork. There was then they came right back and really good shot on goal. And then
so the stats don't tell the whole story.
No, they were. No. The last 5 minutes was pretty good on the action there.
The orange team is going to score soon.
Houston, yeah.
Orange team.
The Hawks.
I just call them the orange team.
Mm-hmm. Love them. But yeah, we're going to be taking an over 0.5 there. That 0.5 unit risk on the first half, we do that a lot when we see a plus 200 or better, just because we'll risk so much less because we know we're going to be targeting 0.5 in this case in the game, and we'll be.
There's one coming soon.
Yeah, so once we see a good line that we like, Yeah, I actually had my my over under jumped back up to 1.5.
Mm.
So we're gonna see
know what's
something. I hope we can wait it out till 60th minute. But yeah, I think anyone else got anything?
Nope.
No?
Nah, I'm good.
Everybody.
I'm good.
I'm gonna try to bring out the
Let's hope for these girls. Let's hope for these girls to score some goals.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna wait on a little bit. Let me get all these picks in here for you guys at the end. Thanks for sticking with us always. Say goodbye from everybody. Thanks, guys. Thanks for
All right,
coming.
man. You guys
Thanks,
have a good
everyone.
night.
See you.
Later, Thatch. Thanks a lot, man.
Later. Yep.